Good morning, tribe. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. I hope you've all had a good start to the week so far, even though it's only 10 o'clock on Monday. How are you all doing? So we're on I think we're going into week 6 of our lockdown. We locked down a week earlier than everybody else due to some underlying health conditions. So we're in week 6. I can't believe it. It's quite mad, isn't it? Who have I got with me this morning? Give me a wave if you're online, if you're joining me. I just thought I'd catch up. I also wanted to share something with you. Good morning, Laura. How you doing? Nice to see you. I thought I'd catch up with you all, and I've got a tip that I want to share with you this morning, because I think how can I put it? As we're sort of entering week 5 or week 6 in my case, I don't know how much longer the lockdown's going to go on for, whether it is the 3 weeks the governments are suggesting, whether it's going to be longer, who knows. But I think what is clear, as we're, let's say, in this midway point, hopefully the anxiety and the fear and the shock of it all has started to wear off now, and the new normal is kind of setting in. But with that comes apathy, and it's really interesting how we can lose focus at this point in time. So routines start to slip. Certainly for me, when we started this process. Good morning, Amy. Give me a wave if you're online with me this morning. As we started this process, I don't know about you, but after I'd got over the initial shock, I'd started writing to-do lists, and I'd got on the fridge I'd put like schedules for the kids, etc. And now, and we've had the Easter break as well, so we weren't doing schoolwork with the children. Now it's all kind of fallen apart a little bit, and we're all a bit looser with our routine. And I've noticed, I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed I'm going to bed way too late. And I'm a night owl generally anyway, so last night I was reading my book until 2 o'clock. It's a good book. And then, of course, naturally, you either wake up later. This morning I had to be up because I had a corporate call, a mini training class that I was doing. So I had to be up, and I know I'm going to be knackered later. So I can see my whole body clock starting to shift. I don't know whether you've noticed that. Give me write a comment if that's the case for you. So as a natural night owl, this is generally what happens when I get downtime at Christmas, for example, and I'm starting to notice that happening now. So I want to bring your attention to how you are starting your day, because this is the point where we really need to maintain our focus. It's the point where we really need to think about how we're starting our day. So I've written about this in my book, How We Start Our Day is How We Live Our Day, which is a quote by Louise. How we start our day is how we live our day. There's so much truth to this, because if we start our day, and most people, the first thing they do is reach for their phone, literally reach for their phone, and they're on their emails, and they're on the news, or watching the news feed, or Facebook, or whatever it is, WhatsApp, replying to messages, and already the momentum of the day has kind of taken hold of us. We're already, firefighting almost. And this is a typical habit that a lot of us have. Reaching for the phone is the first thing that we do in the morning. It's not the right way to start our day. And I want to bring your attention to how you're starting your day. So maybe like me, you've slipped a little bit over the last few weeks, and you're starting to notice that you're getting a bit sloppy maybe in your routine and your schedule and your focus. And I just want to bring your attention to this so that we can pull it back, we can re-establish some good firm practices, we can get a good routine going in the morning, because how you start your day is how you live your day. If you start your day on a bad note, by the end of the day, that the day is kind of slipped out of your control, and by the end of the day it's like trying to stop a car that's going at 100 miles an hour. So really thinking about how we start our day and re-evaluating what we're doing right now, especially as we enter this 5th week of lockdown. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it? Have to say I'm quite enjoying it. On the whole, I'm enjoying having my family around, having my husband home. He's so much happier being home and not commuting. I think the kids are missing their friends. I'm used to working on my own. I'm used to this kind of solitude. So for me, I can do this. I miss my family and I miss going out for my cake on a Friday. There's certain things that I want to get out there and do, obviously, but on the whole, I'm all right. And I think if you're probably a real extroverted person, you might be struggling a little bit more with that. But on the whole, most people I speak to are doing all right with it. I think we know it's not going to last forever. I think we know that. We know that deep down, that things will eventually return to normal, and this is an opportunity for us all just to slow down and reevaluate where we're at, to get the clarity that we need about how we want to move forward with our lives. I really think this is a huge blessing for so many of us, giving us that space that we all need and have lacked, to stop and think about what's important to us and what actually we want to take into our future. So how we start our day is how we live our day, and I want to really remind you it's so important to start your day in the right way. So I've started doing a bit of yoga in the morning, and that makes a significant difference to how motivated I am actually throughout the day. So I put some really good music on, I get my mat out here in my office and I do some stretches, and that makes a big difference. It makes me more productive throughout the day than when I actually don't do it. The worst thing for me is getting up late in the morning, and if I get up late in the morning, I almost feel like I've ruined the day because I didn't get up till, 10 o'clock or whatever. So I'm really having to be focused in getting up early. So bring your attention to how you're starting your day. What bad habits have started to creep in, and what changes do you fundamentally need to change or rectify, if you like? So here's some thoughts for you. So the weather is gorgeous this week, and it's getting warmer, the sun's out, it's lighter obviously in the morning. How about getting outside with your cuppa for 5 minutes in the morning and sitting outside, whether that be on your balcony or at the front or the back of your house, it doesn't matter, just getting outside, or even going for an early morning walk. We're not talking about hours of the day. I think the postman's just arrived. We're not talking about hours, we're talking about a small slither that you carve out for yourself to get yourself focused and set up in the right way for the day ahead. So this could be getting out in the garden in the morning with your cuppa, it could be doing a bit of yoga like I'm doing, it could be, having your hot lemon, just getting into a little routine, or doing some stretches when the kettle's boiling. I mean, that's how simple, right? You don't have to kind of get your gym kit on, you could be in your pyjamas, and the 2 minutes, 3 minutes that it takes for the kettle to boil, you could be just touching your toes, doing some stretches, just getting ready for the day. Small things like that make a significant difference. You could be doing your smoothie or whatever really feels good for you. We're all different, right? We're all different. We all like to do different things. It could be just listening to a podcast or a YouTube video, or putting some music on and having a bit of a kitchen disco for 5 minutes before you start your day. Bring your attention back to how you're starting your day. Is it working for you, or are you falling into bad habits? Are you reaching for the phone and straight sucked into the sort of the online world? Stop. What do you need to do right now? What's going to help you to get focused, to be more productive, to get the clarity that you need, to give yourself the space that you need to think right now? Really give this some thought, and give it, I always say, have an experiment. Don't take my word for it. Use this as an experiment. See what a difference it makes to your day, and hopefully then it will feed into the next day. You'll want to do it more, because every day the reset button is pressed and we get a chance to start again. So make sure that you're starting your day in the right way. You know this, I've said this before, we talk about this all the time, but sometimes we need a reminder, and especially at this sort of point in this lockdown process when the apathy is kind of kicking in, when we're all starting to feel a little bit about it. It's really important. So take advantage of the lighter mornings, take advantage of the gorgeous weather here that we're having in the UK, and start your day in the way you want. Remember, how you start your day is how you live your day. How you live your day is how you live your life. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I just wanted to share that quick bit of inspiration with you this morning. I really hope that you're well, you're keeping safe, that you're making the most of this period of time, this strange time that we're living in, because of course it will come to an end. Things will return to normal eventually. So breathe deep and know that all is well, all is going to be well. Lots of love to you. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.